I have to record this very fast, quickly. I think of these videos in my head, but don't get to the camera fast enough and the thoughts escape me, so we'll be quick here. Hopefully I'm in frame, I think I am. But I guess I won't stay till I watch back, focusing. I feel like I am so many people, but no one at all. I feel like I'm about to burst. And simultaneously I feel incredibly empty. It feels as though this vessel is completely desolate, it feels as though this vessel is desolate, but also full of life. It's at the point where I am experiencing so many things at once, or so it feels. I don't know what to do about it. It's a lot for me to handle, and I could just be crazy, and it's as simple as that. I don't know. I don't really care, because even if it's as simple as I'm mentally ill and this is how I cope, I'm coping, so that's just not right to say I can't cope this way. I guess what makes me think that I'm experiencing so many different lives is because, starting with the dreams I have, they conflict with one another. There are parts of me that have strong goals that require a lifetime, and I cannot experience multiple lifetimes at once, or at least so I've come to know. How I grew up learning what life was. I can't live multiple lifetimes. However, I feel all of the lessons I learn in each of these lifetimes I feel I'm experiencing at once. And how they showcases dance, for example. I love dance and want to be a dancer. I don't actually want to be a dancer. I like the path I'm on right now, in the specific timeline where I'm in school. School is so important to me. I wouldn't want to give that up. Not for dance. Not even for dance. But there's a part of me that loves dance so much. It's the exact opposite. School means nothing. And dance is everything. And I learned dance. And I guess it's interesting because, I feel I learned the lessons. I feel all of the corrections I internalize in this other life that is a dancer. I don't dance anymore, really. I haven't really danced in the past year or so, 2 years. I've gone to an occasional dance class here and there, but that's maybe been 2 or 3, again, in the last maybe 2 years, give or take. I haven't danced in a while, but all of a sudden I feel the urge to, and I have a whole new understanding of how to move my body and express movements and all of the things that feel so random. I mean, it's possible that all I had to do was sleep on it and I have all this new information. It just doesn't make sense. And why it doesn't make sense is, again, with my art, I feel like it's the most apparent art. I feel like there's a part of me that loves art. I don't really draw anymore. I focus on school. But there's a part of me that draws all the time and studies, and I'll go to draw after not having drawn for weeks, and all of a sudden I understand lines and shapes differently. My art looks so much better. It doesn't make sense because I haven't studied, I haven't drawn in weeks, and all of a sudden I can just move the pen in a whole different way. It doesn't make sense. There's just so many things I know at a demonstration. I show that I know these things, but I don't know how I know them. And it feels like I learned them in different places. I don't know how. I learn something in a life that isn't this one. Doesn't make any sense. I'm not really trying to make sense of it, but I at least like to express what I feel. I feel I am living multiple lives all at once, and it's so interesting because in childhood it wasn't as extreme. I mean, I did have moments where I would note things and I had no way of explaining how I knew them. But for the most part, the lives are rather similar. There would be some divergence here and there, but it was never this extreme. And I guess it's part of adulthood. Adulthood, I can do whatever I want. And with this new freedom, I've gone to explore so many different options I couldn't have explored as a child. That's why the lives feel so much different now. That's why any doesn't matter. I feel I'm often told I'm articulate. Is that the word? I am told I am able to articulate how I feel very well, but yet it feels like no one can hear or understand me. I feel no one hears or understands me. I feel as though I don't explain myself properly. I feel like I am not using the right words. But then I guess I've realized maybe they're not meant to hear. Maybe the people I feel cannot hear me are not going to ever be able to hear me just because of what I'm trying to say and the volume of things I'm trying to get out and such little words. If words can only express so much, there are large feelings that I cannot get out with just simple language. I just think it's so interesting. And just kind of noticing, if you believe in souls, I, in this, I do not declare things really. Um, Something that I notice happens is if my friend will ask me a question, I will all of a sudden answer it. It's not a thing I contemplate, but all of a sudden I have answers and I have thoughts about it. But discussing souls this one time, I realized the ages and the connectivity of it all. And this also happens in spiritual spaces on the internet. Very few, but I have come across some that have talked about this. Just the idea of a soul's age and how connected it is, like to other lives that it's experienced. I guess the specific life I'm living has been stuck or clinging on to the past, maybe. I haven't fully left. My other lives have gone to explore their passions, have gone to live their lives, and I'm still stuck, clinging on to something that is holding me back. And I feel as though I need to let personalities or versions die, and then we can emerge. Yo, intro. It's Magellan here, and one of the things I'm trying to do is not hold on to shit. I don't need to hold on to. God, that was so hard to say. Do I like them enough to wear them? Yeah, that's fine. I can't see though. Fuck. Uh, I'm not gonna clean them again. They're just gonna get. Sorry. Goodness gracious. The first thing on my list is to react to a song recommendation. Oh, let's close that. A professor of mine recommended me a song, a Radiohead. She said it reminded her of me or Magellan. Cause she did view my channel. She did view my channel. She asked about it. I was like, oh, I can send you the link to it if you want. And she actually did watch it and she loved my channel trailer. It's my favorite video, honestly. And I think it always will be, because and establish something so big and important. My eczema is really fucking bad. I think I had like an allergic reaction overnight. I don't know what happened. And I guess I'm just gonna like let it go. I'm not gonna like glue that down. I think I'm gonna like just exist. I keep saying I'm not gonna glue down my lace. I'm just gonna let it be lacy. But I haven't fully committed to that. But I'm starting to just fully commit. Like, no, see the lace. It's awake. It's awake. In case you didn't know, it's awake. Okay? So anyways, that's my intro. That's like where I've been at. On top of that, I've just been feeling like I'm gonna explode. Like I feel like I'm at my breaking point. But I think that's a good thing. Like I need this to happen. I have been like I feel like I'm going crazy. I need it to hurry up so I can just. It doesn't work that way though. It doesn't work that way. But I feel like I'm at a breaking point. So many things are just starting to fall apart. And it's a bit stressful. It's a very distressing process, I will admit. Not a fan. Like, I am a fan of what it means. And the I'm a fan of being able to experience this. But I'm not a fan of having concerns about dying. Like that's not a good thing. I'm sorry to get that off my chest in a like non-professional way. I recorded a video on my camera, um, which just might just be a thing now. Now time to play this song. And my professor thought I would like or be interested. This is Reckoner by Radiohead. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what this song really means. Um, And to be fair, like, my professor didn't know why this song was so, like, I need to show this to Magellan. I need to show this to Magellan right now. Um, she was like, I don't know if it was the lyrics, the drum, like the way the drums were hidden. Again, like, just something with the song felt like it needed to come to me. And it's really interesting. I think how the Reckoner is addressed is so similar to how I keep yapping about the stars. I'm gonna be so honest. Very similar to how I keep yapping about the stars. I mean, I totally get. I think it's right up my alley. I don't know what the the writers were going for. Anyways, I'm really, really tired. But of course, I'm really tired. I didn't really sleep last night. I guess I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna eat lunch, dinner right now, or eat it later. I think I'm gonna eat it later. I'm gonna eat it later. There is someone I want to talk to so bad. But I haven't like gotten around to it. And we eat dinner at the same time. And I'm like, one day I'm gonna be in the mood to approach this person and be like, hey, can I sit here? And then we'll see what happens there. But I haven't even felt like doing that, to be honest. And I don't want to force myself to. It's just really awkward to sing in my speaking voice, especially because I don't even talk in my speaking voice a lot of the time. Usually, I'm nervous for one, and I'm talking like this or something just like really like sorry. I am talking really funky because I get really anxious and worked up about my voice. So it's very rare I actually talk in my real voice. It happened one time recently, like to the point where it scared me. Um, I was at a table with a group of people. I was invited to sit with them. And I was like, oh yeah. And then they all left, and I was left with one other person that had stayed a little bit. And the way my voice, first off, dropped, but also just the tone, like everything changed when I spoke to this one person. It actually like threw me. I was like, what the fuck? I sound like that? But, like it felt so like right. Like this is how I'm supposed to be talking. If I wasn't like so worked up about how I present in this world. Um, tenor is weird because it's in my speaking voice, but my speaking voice is not the voice I typically speak in, which is kind of funny. Just my patience. And you know that I'll be headstrong. But you know that you'll be dead wrong. It's just, I have a preconceived notion. I just kind of assume a register is very tiny, and pretty much every note ever is either too high or too low for me. Um, and so I just get in my head and shut it down and don't let myself naturally hit the note when I can. Um, it's very annoying, if I'm being honest, but I'm getting over it slowly just by seeing more and more, and noticing it. Yeah, fuck.